It is week 8, 501 friends. You've made it. You've made it to the end of week 8. I'm Bill Selleck, adjunct faculty here with one of your authors, Tanya. Hey, Tanya.
Oh, no. So happy to be here.
We were just talking about summer camp, but not the summer camp you had when you were kids, right? The summer camp for educators. What is that called?
Those are conferences, and conferences are the best thing ever. I look forward to ISTE as one. There's Q, there's FETC. I look forward to those conferences, and they're sparkled or sprinkled throughout the year where I have the opportunity, and I know I'm super privileged because I get to go to so many, but even if I had to just go to one, that is where I go to see and be with my people, because sometimes at school, you're the only one, and that sounds so sad, but it's true. Maybe you are super excited about ed tech, or you're super excited about literacy, or you're super excited about math, and you connect with all these awesome people on social media or where they connect, and you want to meet them and you want to have time to have that FaceTime. And it's so important to have that opportunity to learn with your people. And that's what conferences are. They are my summer camp, like when I was a kid and I got to go and see all my best friends. And so, yeah, I mean, Bill, that's where we hang, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, for sure. I also love, like, right before we were recording this week 8 section, talking about the connection between the assignment right now, that active Q member, where you become a free member of Q, and then what that social media starter kit looks like, right? So like the Twitters or whatever social media platform is, that's where you kind of find the people and get to know the people. And then the conference is where you get to hang out with the people.
It's the best. Going to conferences is life-changing. And if you eventually want to, like, maybe you aspire to work at a company, or maybe you aspire to start your own startup. Maybe, and there's nothing wrong with that. Educators can be a whole lot of different things. Conferences are a great place to network and to meet the people who are the creators, who are the program creators, who are the people who work in sales. So if that was something that you're interested in, that's really where you meet. That's where I met my future boss, was on my way to a conference. I sat next to him on a plane, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh, I never heard that story.
Yeah, I sat next to my future boss on a flight, actually to ISTE many, many years ago. And a few years later, he reached out to me and offered me this job. I was recruited because I sat next to him on a plane going to a conference. So just, it's a great opportunity to learn and to meet cool people. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think as the pandemic has really changed the face of conferencing, we're still figuring out what conferences look like in person. But I think there's going to continue to be versions of remote conferences, so it's a great way to make it more affordable. One of my favorite parts of Q is that if you present, you get free registration. Right.
That's
so
awesome.
For in-person conferences, if you're down in Palm Springs at Spring Q, you still have to get there. You still have to pay like hotel and all that stuff and food, but you don't have to pay the registration, which is a really, really big deal. Bigger conferences like ISTE charge you get the early bird rate, but you still have to pay to present. So if you're trying to find kind of a middle ground, Q conferences are a great way to
and Airbnbs are a great way to hang out with your network and to save money. I mean, we do that all the time. We get houses and we stay together. I'm telling you, it is summer camp for us.
That's awesome. I love that so much. So the next time you go to an ISTE conference, if you go to an ISTE conference, be sure and say hi to me. I'm Bill. You'll track down Tanya. Be like, dude, I watched you for videos. You were in my book for 501. It would be awesome to
hang out. Let's go out for a coffee.
Sounds good. Awesome. Tanya, thank you so much for being here for all 8 weeks of our 501 course. Thank you for sharing your book with us.
Thank you for reading my book. Thank you. Thank you to all the work you guys do. You're amazing. Look at you learning and teaching and administrating and doing all the stuff you do. You're amazing. Thank you.